A deep dive on the future of Halo will be held next month. Now, we already knew this, but we're going to be getting a teaser video for the future of Halo, and it's going to be shown at next month's HCS, which, for whatever reason, they've cut support from HCS, even though it seemed to be the only fucking thing that was doing well for them, all right? But we did get a big leak on some details, and it's nothing we didn't already know, but it's just more confirmation of what we can expect to see at this deep dive next month. So a new leak reveals details on the Combat Evolved remake. It's going to be a hybrid engine of Unreal 5 and Blam, and it's going to have a sprint mechanic, and it's going to have glamour as well. So
we were joking a couple weeks ago about fucking Borderlands 2. We said, why have 2 DRMs when you use 2 engines? And now we got fucking Halo using 2 engines.
I made that joke. I said I was gonna make a game, Unreal and fucking
Unity. You're gonna throw them together?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Features sprint, reworked mission, and is being developed with help from another studio. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do a glass half full and say help from another studio. That's not a bad thing. That's actually not a bad thing in this situation.
I thought it was all together because it's Halo Studios now. I thought they were all together. What the fuck's What do you mean you're going to bring in another studio? You have Halo Studios.
Yeah.
Which was meant to be a big thing.
Since it's even called Halo Studios, the idea of just bringing in another studio to help.
Dude, that's fucked.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
That is so bad, isn't it?
I'm gonna say it. As much as COD is fucking dog shit, at least I'm not a fucking big Halo dude. Holy.
Oh yeah, this hurts. This hurts. Now it's my turn to be a cope, bro. All right. I absolutely despise this part here. I fucking this part actually makes me angry.
Missions, dude.
However, if I am going to get my copium on, and they're not going to do this, but if I am going to get my copium on, you take the book, which is called The Flood, which is a retelling of Combat Evolved, but in more depth, and you rework some of the book into the game. Absolutely not going to fucking happen. No fucking chance that that's going to happen. But if they did that, I'd be like, okay, fine. But that's not going to fucking happen. This is going to be its complete own thing. I know there's still the rumor. Well, it's not even really a rumor. It's more just people joking online that it's going to be Silver Timeline type of shit. But no, it can't be because of the helmet that he has on in the fucking screenshot. Yeah, you don't see his face. And the last thing you saw of Johnny Cheeks was the helmet was smashed and you could see his face.
Dude,
yeah.
Imagine if the next reveal, you hear his voice and then he takes off his fucking helmet, bro.
Oh, that would be so bad.
So you see him, it's like a extra backstory, but for the TV series.
That's right. The whole game could hypothetically take place before. No, it can't because it's a completely different armor.
No, but here's the thing. This is the thing. I always thought Master Chief was gay, and the only way to make him good is to have Master Chief be played by the legendary comedian Bobcat Goldthwait. And I think that this is the time that we do it now. I don't even know if Bobcat Goldthwait is alive or if he's dead or if he's drunk. I don't know, but we could find him.
But man, it's not going to be. They're not going to rework any of the book stuff into this game. This is going to be a complete remake. This is going to be its own thing. It's not going to be a Silver Timeline. It's going to be its own separate thing. It's going to be on PlayStation 5. The question is, though, are they going to start doing a Halo 2? Are they going to do a Halo 2 remake? Are they going to do their own fucking separate timeline, universe with this? That's a whole other fucking question.
If they reset it, that technically means Chief's ending is infinite.
Yeah, which isn't an ending.
No.
That's fucked.
It's not even an ending at all.
That's insane.
Infinite is technically the ending to Halo if they set it.
Yeah, but that means just going off Infinite, Infinite was supposed to have a whole bunch of campaign DLC, and without getting too autistically detailed, Infinite, it does set up a lot of future stories to happen, whether they're good or bad is a whole other fucking thing. But there is like the Endless and what's going on Zeta Halo. Atriox is still alive. There's Mendicant and Bias. There's a whole lot fucking going on there. So there's like a million unanswered questions there. So if you just cut it there, you go, well, what the fuck? That's not an ending. That's not an ending at all, right?
Yeah.
But however, if this is a completely rebooted thing in its own timeline, how the fuck are we going to get from this rebooted timeline to Halo Infinite so Halo Infinite can continue its stories? Because if this is a rebooted timeline, that would mean that Halo 2 has to be different, which would mean Halo 3, blah, 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 blah.
Are they going to have two different Halo series running? They're going to have the remakes that are this new timeline, along with the old dog shit timeline that's been ruined. Are they going to have that going on, where you basically have two parallel fucking universes of Halo, which is autistic and doesn't fucking work?
A bit like Resident Evil in a sense, right? Where you have the remake
team
and the mainline team. Yeah,
except for some of those games are good.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, I don't even know if the remake will be that good. I mean, it's based off a good game, so I mean, there's that at least, but who knows? They could fuck it up pretty easily.
I think reworked missions can mean a great number of things, but I certainly don't have high hopes for this at all. I mean, I'm waiting to see what they show at this event. Like, it just all hinges on that. Let's see what you got.
Best case scenario, it either means reworking stuff from the book into it, or hey, back in the day, the original Xbox was not powerful enough to do all these ideas we wanted to do, right? That's best case scenario.
Right.
But we all know that's not what it's going to be.
No.
Yeah.
Imagine some of that will be like level design changes, like the library, which they've already talked about. I think they're restructuring levels like that to make it more fun. But I mean, how they go about that is anybody's guess.
That is so fucking stupid.
I liked the library when I played it. I thought it was fun. It was fucking grindy as fuck. It's pain, but I enjoyed it.
But here's the thing about that, like, Cream, is it's kind of supposed to be because it's the introduction of the Flood.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be a bit like, this is fucking doing my head in.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting when I played through Combat Evolved. I'm like, oh fuck! And when you get to that part of the game, man, it's like you can feel that everything, you're past the halfway point. Then things are starting to really ramp up. It fits well with it. So if you go and try to change too much about it, then you lose what made the first game special.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. There is sort of a repetitive insanity to it that is sort of the point. And adjusting to that to make it more fun, it might lose its initial effect.
And adding sprint, fuck off, dude.
Yeah, it's a bit fucked.
That is so stupid. And there's this
you're gonna have to make things so big for sprint to be worth it.
Well, there's this weird fucking look. I recently replayed Halo 3, and you do not have sprint in that game, and yet you move just as fast as when you sprint in other Halo games. Mm-hmm. So you don't need sprint. Sprint, it's redundant. You're actually slower without it.
Right.
So you don't even fucking need it. It's just a weird way to compromise actually slowing down everything.
Yeah.
But, well,
and these Spartans are supposed to have insane amounts of stamina, right? So I mean, the idea I think always was, if you're pushing the analog stick all the way, you are just running. That's basically your sprint, right? And you never run out of energy. You just keep going at that speed.
And that's why you get so far ahead of like UNSC Marines and ODSTs and shit like that. It's because you're full pelt down.
Right.
You're just way faster than that.
Yeah.
Right? That's why you jump higher and shit like that as well. But hey, we'll see you in a month, HCS, and we'll see what happens there. And then me and John,
Halo next, baby.
Halo next.
Yeah.
Halo next.
The engine stuff makes me nervous because, like, I mean, in the case of the anniversary editions where you can switch graphical modes, that in that case it makes sense to have two engines running simultaneously. You can switch between the classic engine and basically the same underlying Blam engine, but then you have like the graphical engine running on top of that to make everything look prettier or different. Or, well, in the case of Halo 1 anniversary, people didn't like that new aesthetic, but at least you understand why there's two engines running. But here it seemed like there was an opportunity to clean things up, and I mean, I feel kind of torn about it because if you're going to remake Halo 1, you want it to feel like the original game, right? So maybe that involves taking the way the original engine worked. But I wonder if it was the right answer to blend the original engine with the new engine instead of making sort of one engine that does everything that you want it to do. Because I remember hearing, I can't remember who it was from. It might have been like or probably was from a prior Bungie employee talking. I can't remember if it was on X or something, but they were talking about how the Blam engine was already in itself a sort of Frankenstein monster of like elements where like as early as the game Myth that they were developing. Because in Halo's development, it was originally designed as like a real-time strategy game, but it turned into a first-person shooter game across the course of development. But there are elements of a real-time strategy game that intention has sort of carried over into the engine. And I'm wondering, like, how much of that residual stuff in the Blam engine is making it into this merge with Unreal, and then you're putting on a new engine on it on top of the fact that it's kind of a mess already. It's like
it starts to become the engine equivalent of the fucking baby from Eraserhead, just like this disgusting, sad blob of a fucking human.